Hey everyone, it is Elise Cabret here, songwriting coach at DAWter, here to help you write and record the songs of tomorrow. If you love songwriting and you want to know more about it, please consider subscribing to my channel. I post loads of songwriting tutorials like this one all the time. Alright, so in this video, we're going to be talking about one of the most critical parts of songwriting, and that is writing the hook. So the hook is basically the part of the melody that gets stuck in your head. Every hook is unique to that song and it can be thought of kind of like a fingerprint for the song. So it is the part of the song that identifies it. Lots of songs use the same chord progressions, they might use the same structure and arrangement, but every song has a unique hook. The hook's job is to, you guessed it, hook the listeners in, and it's supposed to be quite memorable and get stuck in their head so that they want to listen to that song again and again. The hook is an incredibly important part of every song, but the good news is they're very simple to write, and that's what I'm going to show you in this video. We're going to have a look at a couple of well-known examples and then analyze those so that you can use the same techniques in your songs. Sound good? All right, let's get started. Most songs will have one main hook in the chorus. That's the most memorable standout part, so the strongest part of the song. And then in each of the sections, so the verses, pre-choruses, they will often have hooks as well that are probably not quite as strong or dramatic or climactic as the chorus hook. So for example, if we think about the song Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus, we've got the da 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 pattern in the verses. Then we go to the pre-chorus, which is the da 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 da. And then finally, in the chorus, we have that classic hook, da 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 da. So can you see how Wrecking Ball has those three distinct hooks, one for each section? Throughout this video, we're going to look at 3 examples of very successful hooks. We're going to do a bit of a deep dive into those and see what we find. So we've started with Wrecking Ball. Now I want to go look a little bit closer into that main hook, that I came in like a wrecking ball hook, because it is so catchy and so powerful.
I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was wreck me. Yeah, you wrecked me.
Okay, so there's the chorus of Wrecking Ball. The first thing I want you to notice is the number of notes that are used in this chorus, or pitches, I should say. So let's count them. 3, so we've got starting on the B flat, moving down to an A, and then a G. I came in like a wrecking ball. She kind of does that slide down to that G. I came in like a wrecking ball. Then she goes down to an F. I never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was you wrecked me. So all of that whole melody is just those 4 notes. B flat, A, G, and F. Beautiful. So this is the first key point that I want you to remember. You can write a great melody with just 3 or 4 notes. The next thing I want to look at is repetition and variation, and this is a really key part of melody writing. So let's try and hear the repetition in this melody. First of all, it starts with that B flat, and it repeats it a bunch of times. So we have, I came in like a wreck. We're 5 notes into our melody, and we've only used 1 pitch. I came in like a wrecking ball. So top tip there, don't be afraid to stay on the same pitch. I actually did a whole video on 1-note melodies, and they're really powerful, particularly for writing pop melodies. And that's because if we don't have a whole bunch of pitches to play with in our melody, we have to be more creative with our rhythm, and that can make a melody much more catchy. So what happens next? I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. So we've got a bit of repetition happening there. All I wanted was to break your walls. Repeats again. All you ever did was wreck So a bit of variation there. That last phrase. Yeah, you wrecked me. And then she repeats that second phrase again. So loads of repetition and a little bit of variation in there as well. All built around those same 4 notes. Pretty cool, huh? The next melody I want to have a deep dive into is a song called Numb by Linkin Park. So for all you early 2000s new metal fans, this one's for you. Let's do the same thing again and start by counting the pitches that are being used to create this beautiful melody. I've become so numb. So we've got 2 there. I can feel you. 3. There. Become so tired, so much more aware. Still on 3. I'm becoming, that's all I want to do. Is be more like me and be less like you. Just 3 pitches to build that whole melody. I hope you're starting to see that you can build beautiful, strong melodies with limited pitches. And I would recommend 3 to 4. Try limiting yourself to 3 to 4 pitches when you're writing your melodies and see what you come up with. Now let's look at the repetition and variation. Chester likes to hang out here. La, I've become, and once again, like Wrecking Ball, we start that melody by staying on that same pitch and repeating it a couple of times. I've become so numb, I can feel you there. So we're really focusing in on this F sharp note. This melody is basically just the same thing repeated 4 times with some subtle variations. So see if you can hear them. The first one, I've become so numb, I can feel you there. Second one, become so tired, so much more aware. See how it's very much the same, just the endings changed, and that's a really common way of using repetition and variation. Number 3, becoming, that's all I want to do. Exactly the same as the first one. And lastly, number 4, is be more like me and be less like you. So hopefully you can see in this example how you can build an entire chorus melody by just using one idea that gets repeated a bunch of times. So we're really just using this. And we play that 4 times with a bit of variation. Hey presto, we've got a beautiful, strong chorus melody. For the last example, I am using Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. I'm sure you're quite familiar with this song. And as I play this melody, I want you to listen for first how many pitches that I'm playing and just pay attention to the repetition and variation that exists in this melody.
I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body.
Very sharp piano playing skills right there. But did you count the pitches? Let's see how many there are. So it starts with, I'm in love with the shape of you. So there's 3 there. That is an E, F sharp, and G sharp. I'm in love with the shape of you. Push and pull like magnets do. So we've got introducing a C sharp down here. Though my heart is falling too, I'm in love with your body. So grand total of 4 pitches in that chorus. What about the repetition? Da 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 da. First phrase. Da 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 da. You can hear that's basically the same phrase repeated with a slightly different ending. Da 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 da. That was the same as the first one. Da 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 da. Repeats again, slightly different ending. So basically we've just repeated that same idea 4 times, and 2 of those times we've got a little bit of variation on the way that phrase ends. So here you can see Ed has built this whole chorus based on this one single phrase. Da 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 da. He just plays that through 4 times with some slight variations on the way the phrase ends. And then you have a smash hit chorus. How'd you go? Did that make sense? Are you starting to feel a little bit more confident in writing your own hooks now? I hope so, because it isn't rocket science. This is actually one of the most simple parts of songwriting. Just remember, to make your hooks catchy, try and limit yourself just to 3 to 4 notes, and don't be afraid of repetition. So you can repeat the same pitches multiple times, and even go as far as writing a 1-note melody, and also build your melody on little phrases that get repeated throughout. Now, of course, this isn't the only way to write hooks, and there's plenty of amazing hooks that don't follow these principles, but it is a really good place to start. Next time you're trying to come up with a catchy hook for one of your songs, try implementing these principles and see if it makes your hook hookier. That's it for this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I post songwriting tutorials all the time, so if you want to stay up to date with my content, please hit that subscribe button. And we can stay in touch. As always, if you've got any questions for me, pop them in the comments. I love chatting to you guys about songwriting. That also will give me ideas for new videos. That's it from me. My name's Elise Cabret. I'm from DAWter, and I will see you next time.